Every night, when the day's work was done, the little engines in the hills would often hear Duke telling them stories about the Mid-Sodor Railway.
And that's when I saved Falcon from the cliff, as soon as I had enough water.
Well, Duke, that really was dangerous. Who's Falcon?
I used to be called Falcon until they changed my name to Sir Handel when I first came to this railway.
Me too! I used to be called Stuart.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Skarloey told me about your old railway.
Indeed I have, Luke.
Tell us the story of how you and Rheneas had no cabs and having trouble with coaches.
Quiet, Luke. That's enough stories for tonight. All we need is a good night rest.
What's wrong, Skarloey? You look as if you've fallen into pieces.
It's not that, Luke. I'm just thinking about... never mind.
Luke was puzzled. He didn't know why Skarloey was feeling sad. The next morning, Thomas arrived at the transfer yards to collect some trucks to take to the scrapyard when he saw Skarloey and Luke.
Hello, Luke. What's wrong with Skarloey?
I don't know, Thomas. He's been feeling sad since last night. I don't know what's wrong with him. I better get back to work now.
Skarloey, what's the matter?
Oh, Thomas. Every time when someone mentions my young days without a cab, I keep thinking about... Neil.
Who's Neil?
He's a very old engine. One of the first ever steam engines to arrive on Sodor, and when very old engines broke down, they get sent to the scrapyards and get cut up.
No, I can't let this happen to your very old friend. I'll be going to the scrapyard. I'm sure I could find Neil for you.
But he's probably cut up by now.
Nonsense. Engines that are very old could be found and get restored. No matter how old they are, and they're really useful still. Goodbye, Skarloey.
Bye, Thomas. Come back soon.
Thomas shoved along the main line and he took the junction that goes to the scrapyards in Wellsworth. Down at the scrapyard, Reg was sorting out old parts when Thomas arrived.
Hello, Thomas. Are those for me?
Yes, Reg. All this scrap is for your claw to crush.
Brilliant. I can't wait to sort through this scrap.
Hello?
Who's there? Are you a ghost?
What? Of course not. I'm not a ghost. Come have a look and you'll see who I am.
Fizzling fireboxes? Who are you?
I'm Neil. I'm one of the first standard gauge engines to arrive on the island of Sodor when the railway lines were first built.
Wow! You're all shaped like a box. I can't wait to tell Skarloey the news.
Skarloey? He's my old friend. I used to bring passengers and goods from Great Waterton to the narrow gauge railway. Hey, little blue engine, come back here. You didn't even introduce yourself.
Thomas was excited. He couldn't wait to tell Skarloey the news about Neil. When he arrived back at the transfer yards, his boiler was bubbling as if it would burst.
Where's Skarloey? I need to talk to him.
I'm afraid Skarloey is at the steamworks for some minor boiler repairs. You need to get back to your branch line, Thomas.
Oh well, I'll tell him when I get to the steamworks tomorrow. Bye, Mr. Percival.
Just wait, Thomas. Why are you so excited?
Thomas didn't hear the thin controller as he bolted out of the transfer yards to go back to his branch line. After Thomas completed his branch line run for the day, he took the fat controller to the scrapyard.
Hello again, Thomas. Why did you brought the fat controller with you?
No time to talk, Reg. I need to show him something that's very historical to the railway.
Where is this Neil engine, Thomas?
Here he is, sir.
Hello there again, whatever your name was.
Hello again, Neil. I'm Thomas. This stout gentleman is the Fat Controller. He's the head of the railway.
Hello there, Neil. Thomas told me about you, and you're friends with Mr. Percival's engines.
Only Skarloey and Rheneas, sir. I wish I could be useful again.
If that's the case, I know just the place where you could work, if you're fixed up like new.
Really? Oh, thank you, sir. I can't wait to be steaming again. And thanks for all your help you could get, Thomas.
No problem, Neil. I best be off.
As Thomas arrived back at Knapford, he saw the Thing Controller waiting on the platform, which gave him an idea.
If I take Neil to the steamworks, where Skarloey is, he'll be surprised and delighted.
Neil? What pseudo is Neil?
Oh, Mr. Percival! Neil is a very old engine who used to work with Skarloey and Rheneas when they first arrived on the island.
Wow, that sounds very fascinating.
He's at the scrapyards in an old shed that no one goes to. I'm going to surprise Skarloey and prove him that Neil isn't scrapped. Okay, so here's the plan.
The next day, Skarloey was still stuck in the steamworks, and Victor and Kevin were making sure he was ready to go.
Can I go now, Victor?
Not yet, Skarloey. The workmen still need to check your wheels before you could head off to your railway again.
Then Kevin noticed something outside the steamworks. Thomas was pulling a flatbed with something boxy on it, and the Fat Controller, the Thing Controller, and the Earl of Sodor were all on board his cab as he was approaching the steamworks with Skarloey's special surprise.
Look outside, boss. Thomas has something in his flatbed.
Calm down, Kevin. Thomas must have found something that's boxy.
Something boxy? I hope it's...
Hi everyone! I hope you're all prepared.
Why is it so, Thomas?
What's in your flatbed?
It's a special surprise for Skarloey.
For me, sir?
Yes, indeed. Now, I want you all to say hello to... Neil.
Surprise!
Everyone gasped to see the unveiling of such an old engine, especially Skarloey.
Neil! Is that really you? I thought you were scrapped years ago.
Hello, Skarloey. I haven't seen you for many years.
Do you two know each other?
Yes, Kevin. Neil is an old friend of mine. He was one of the first engines to arrive on Sodor, along with the other Sodor and mainland engines, and the coffee pots too.
When did you first arrive on the island?
Sometime after Neil arrived, we had become good friends when I learned how to pull coaches.
Neil is going to be restored into steam, and he'll be a new addition to my estate railway.
Oh, I hope I could get to see him up at Ulster Castle.
You will, Skarloey. Once your old friend from your young days is fully restored, we'll be having a party up at the castle.
It will be a great success, won't it, Sir Topham?
Yes, quite so.
Did you hear that, Skarloey? I'm going to be working for the Earl at his castle grounds.
Good for you, Neil. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Kevin. I feel like a new engine.
Very well, my friend. Go safely now.
Come back when you break down.
At Ulstead Castle, the welcome party was a success, and the Earl was proud to have Neil in his collection.
I thought I was the oldest engine on Sodor.
No, you're not, Stephen. Neil is a lot older.
Skarloey is right, you know. I came to this island where it was full of ancient castles, but I've never seen a castle with railway tracks inside.
That's because the Earl is very rich and famous.
What an odd thing, Topham. Whose idea was it to restore him when he should have been scrapped in the first place?
Mother, it was only to surprise Skarloey.
I used to work with Neil and the other coffee pot engines when I arrived on the island.
You did? Why didn't you tell us all about it?
Nice to see you again, Glynn. I can't believe I'm actually going to work here. This feels like a dream come true.
It certainly does, old boy.